Hey guys, Andrew McFarland here from StartAJuiceBar.com, and today I want to talk about customer service do's and don'ts. If you don't realize that although you are in the juice business, the product business, in reality, you're actually in the customer service business, you might be aware that in yourself, if you go to a cafe or a restaurant, you're not just going there for the food. Yes, you're going there for the food or the juices, but you're also going for the people. You're going for the experience. Because innately, human beings, we're social creatures, meaning that we get one of our deepest human needs is to have connection to community, to be socially involved. And so having a business and an environment where people are friendly, feel connected is so powerful. And there's going to be a lot of things that come up. And so in this conversation, I want to answer questions like, what do you do if somebody comes to complain and says that their drink doesn't taste good, even if you, in that moment, knew that you guys made it exactly to the recipe? What do you do if somebody's walking out of your store and they drop all their drinks on the ground, right? So let's talk about some customer service do's, and then we'll talk about some customer service don'ts. So first thing that I want to share that people really, really overlook that is so important, I can't emphasize this enough, is really getting to know your customers. And when I say that, I mean getting to know their names, getting to know what they're up to over the weekend, and actually building a genuine connection. So that's first and foremost. Train your staff to do it. Build a practice around it. Sometimes for me, even if I've been in my store and somebody comes and I'm supposed to remember their name and I actually don't, and they give me their credit card, I'll look at their credit card to try to remember, okay, that's Brian or that's Jason. Okay, I got to remember that. Because there's a lot of people, you're going to have sometimes a couple hundred people walking through your store, but you'll have certain regulars. And so you want to focus on the people who you know are really connected to your community and get good at remembering their names. So that's the first thing. What's another customer service do? Walk them down a pathway to finding their perfect drink, salad, smoothie bowl, whatever it is. What I see a lot of times is people will walk into a store, and you've probably had this experience as well, and someone behind the counter will say, oh, hey, thanks for coming in. Just take your time, look at the menu, and let us know if you need anything. Now, while this isn't a negative interaction by any means, it's quite a courteous thing to do. It misses the point in some ways, because what you really want to do is you want to walk your customers down a pathway so that they understand that they're ordering the correct thing for them. Instead of them being overwhelmed if it's their first time in the store, they don't know what to buy, they don't know what's good, what's not good, it'd be much better for your staff behind the counter to say, hey, how's it going? Welcome. Is this your first time in the store? Oh, okay, it is. Awesome. What are you feeling today? Are you feeling like a juice? You want a smoothie? Okay, you're feeling a little bit more hungry. Okay, what are you into? You like things that are green? You're walking them down a pathway to understand that by the time that they choose their order, it was the right thing for them, so that they feel more confidence in their decision, and they also feel more trust for your business because they feel like they've been shepherded down a pathway, because that takes care. It takes attention. Right? And so you always have to be thinking about how can you guide your customers into a place where they are making the right decision for them. So what's next? Make sure that your staff, and this is kind of a customer service / sales process, which I'll just even say right now, is you don't want to look at people who are in your retail staff simply as customer service people. They are that, but they're also part of a sales staff. They are the face of the business. They are the front portion. So they are doing marketing for your staff, they're doing sales for your staff, and so you want to make sure that they have the expectations and the awareness that they should have specific processes in place. They should have certain sales goals when it comes to cleanses or anything else. And so upselling, if you don't know what this is, it's basically the process of when somebody orders something, either offering them something in addition, and it could be a superfood supplement, or it could be just a general wellness shot. And so with every order, your staff should always have something that they can upsell or suggestively sell. So, oh, you've got this. Okay, would you like any wellness shots today? Okay, great. What you'll find is 30% of people will say yes. And so that will increase your sales pretty significantly. And so get them to the place where they can upsell, get them to the place where they can sell cleanses. They have to be informed in order to do these things. They have to be educated. And so in this moment, I also want to share that this is sort of an overview. If you guys haven't taken the online course, there's a link below. We go really, really deep into customer service. There's a 15-minute lesson on this. But I just want to kind of touch base with you guys, give you guys the importance of understanding, to highlight the importance really of understanding how important this is, because this could make or break your business. So what's another customer service? Let's put it in the don't category. Sometimes you're going to run out of ingredients. What I see people happen sometimes, someone comes to a counter and they say, oh, hey, I'd like to order this. And then the staff says, oh, no, we're out of that. Or no, we don't have ginger today. Or no, we don't have any bananas. What your staff should do is, oh, yeah, sorry, sir, or sorry, madam, we're actually out of bananas today, but you know what else is really great? We'd like to offer you this instead. You can replace bananas with this. You have to be solution-oriented, because it feels really bad as a customer to feel like you just drove halfway across town and the drink that you wanted to order, you can't order. And so it's better to teach your staff to offer positive suggestions. What can they do instead? If they can't do this, what can they do, right? That's just a good habit in customer service. What's another customer service don't? Don't leave your customers in a place where after they order, you just forget about them, right? You have to follow up with them. So if someone is passing a customer a drink, people should ask them like, hey, hey Brian, like I'm really excited about the smoothie. Let me know what you think when it's done. Watch Brian taste. Don't sit there and watch him, but after he tastes it, maybe you check in with him again. Like, what did you think? And genuinely, if you find that this customer doesn't love the drink, you should have the intention to make sure that they love whatever it is that they have, right? Because I always say one person isn't actually one person. One person is actually 10 people, because if they have a level 10 experience or that you wow them, they will tell 10 of their friends. And so I highly recommend you get to the point where you have such a high standard for people's experience in your business that you won't let someone leave your store unless they have a wow experience. And so do check in with them. Make sure that they're doing well and that they love what you serve them. Now let's talk about some scenarios. What do you do if a customer complains and didn't like the drink that you gave them? A lot of times people don't know what to do. And maybe your staff doesn't know what to do because either you haven't talked to them about it or you haven't trained them this way, but they should understand as a company where you guys stand. And for me personally, if a customer comes in, even if we made the drink the way the recipe should be, we tell them, no problem. Like, how can we make sure that, once again, that you have a level 12 experience, that you love what you had? And so find out specifically what they didn't like about it so that you don't make the same mistake twice, because you definitely don't want to be in this carousel of, oh, they didn't like this and then you do it again. They still don't like it because it was just too sweet the entire time and they didn't tell you that. So get real feedback. Like, what didn't you like about the drink? Oh, I thought it was too watery. Oh, okay, great. Well, we can recommend this, or maybe we can add some chia seeds to it, or you figure out how you can resolve the issue. So that's that. What do you do if someone's walking out of your store and they trip and they ordered 6 drinks and they all break and fall on the ground? Granted, in this situation, it's not your responsibility, right? You didn't make them fall, hopefully, and that's an unfortunate thing. But how can you turn something that was really, really could have ruined their day into something that maybe lights them up, that makes their day? So for us as a company, we would make all their drinks, right? We would make it again for them, and we just, made sure that they had a great experience with this business. We might even lose money on that sale, right? But that's short-term thinking. You have to think long-term as a business owner. So make sure that you take care of your customers. I strongly encourage that you do. Another thing that I want to say, just as it relates to people complaining about really anything, if it's not just a drink or it's not just, something happened, it took too long, whatever it is, what you'll realize is that people just want to be heard, right? If someone is complaining, it's because they don't feel seen, they don't feel heard, they don't feel taken care of. And so train your staff to get to a place where they learn to listen, right? Acknowledge people's challenges, and you can just simply ask, sorry about this thing that happened, what can we do to make it better? What you'll find just by doing that, people become a lot more gentle with you, and they might even offer things that, they might even just say, what, I just wanted you to know this, or maybe, you can do this for me. But people usually won't request something that's ridiculous. And if you can't do it, you can't do it. But normally, what it's really about is people feeling heard, people feeling seen, people feeling taken care of. And so every time someone is complaining or yelling or what, it's because they're not feeling that. So you have to do your best to support them. Very last thing I want to say is there's always this conversation around, is the customer always right? Some people will say yes, some people will say no. I'm someone who believes that people are people. Some people are wrong. Customers aren't always right. There are some people who you don't want to be your customers, and that's okay. But ultimately, if you have the intention to serve and support people, then you'll know when those situations arise where you just can't deal with certain customers. And because there's going to be people that might walk into your store and they might say they want to modify the drink. I want to change the kale with this, and I want the banana for this, and I want the add, and they want the same price. Whereas for you, as a business owner, you can't do that because it's not going to be cost effective. But there's people who are unreasonable, and that's okay. You might just tell them, like, hey, this isn't the business for you. Like, I'm sorry, I wish we could do this for you, but we can't. It doesn't make sense for us financially and for it to be sustainable. And we also need to respect our other customers because we don't give anybody this privilege. There's situations where that arises. So be reasonable, be human, and know that, yeah, you're there to serve people, but you're not there to have people walk all over you. So I hope this video has been helpful. And as I said before, if you want to go deeper in this conversation or any other one and you haven't taken the online course, highly recommend it. We've recently joined Instagram, and I say recent, like in the last month and a half. And so if you guys are on Instagram, you can follow us at StartAJuiceBar. If you guys like the video, press the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I invite you to subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, put it in the comment box below. I'll see you guys soon.